Hey everybody, this is Jason312. How are you all doing? Personally, I'm doing pretty good. Just sitting down for a fun-filled time with Factorio. Now, this game is relatively new, and it's pretty fun. Basically, the premise of this game is you build a factory, and you defend that factory from the local inhabitants. Did I also mention that you happen to crash on an alien planet and the local inhabitants really do not like you at all? No, I didn't mention that? Well, I just did, so there you go. Alright, so anyway, when you first launch this game, of course you go into play, you can do this campaigns, which campaigns are pretty cool. The first steps and New Hope, those are the tutorials on teach you how to play and all that. Transport Belt Madness and Tight Spot, those are mini games. Tight Spot, you build a factory in a limited space and try to meet the required quota of materials or items that the system's asking you to make. Transport Belt Madness is a literal maze of transport belts. You have to line them up so that the items will go into the correct boxes. And I might show you guys that later on. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and start a new standard game. So here on the map generator, you can pick your frequency of items. Generally, if you're a new player, you want high or very high for your resources. And enemy bases, you want as low or very low. And very small there. And we're going to just do poor, just because. What this does with enemy bases, it will limit how many there are and how many resources you get from them. The artifacts really aren't that limited in supply because the bases can be recreated and respawn, whereas normal resources cannot, with the exception of crude oil. As far as I understand, crude oil will not deplete. Coal, stone, copper ore, and iron will, however. So just keep that in mind if you're playing this game and you're wondering what resources run out. Change these to big real quick. Nope, not very big. And crude we'll leave at the oil we'll leave at medium. Like I said, as far as I understand, oil doesn't really run out. And we'll set that up like that. Alright. Now, if you're a first-time player, you have the option to set it up so that the enemies never attack you. So, in other words, you can build your factory in peace and then go attack an enemy base. That is when they will attack you back, not before. Map width and height, if you have a PC that is limited on resources, you can set that up so that you have a specific map coverage. And then of course your seed and exchange string, those are for if you're wanting to replay a certain map. So let's go ahead and generate our map up here. Alright, so let's see how we did. Not too bad, actually. Got a iron there, copper, 4 copper veins. Coal. Can set up a little steam engine water pump system here. And we got stone literally anywhere and everywhere. The only trouble is we might have to locate some oil. But alright, let's go ahead and get our first steps going here. The game will automatically start you off with a burner mining drill and stone furnace. Now, you can use trees for fuel, or you can just start mining coal straight away. I just go ahead and use trees because you're going to use them for power lines anyway later on. And so we're going to chop a few trees here. take a couple of minutes. It's actually kind of loud. Give me a second, guys. Let me adjust the sound. Alright, that should be good. That's much better. Much, much, much better. And we'll turn... There we go. Oh, come on. Alright, something important to note. If you see this red box, that means you're too far away. Like, you can see my little avatar sprite dude standing here. Yellow box means he's close enough to harvest it. Red box means he's not. So just keep that in mind. Alrighty. One more tree and we should be good to go. Okay. Give me that. In order to split your stacks of your resources, you right click. That'll take out half. That's a good trick to know for when you're setting up your mining. Another trick is to hold the control key. Left click to deposit it all. Right click to deposit half. We're going to go ahead and put everything in there just because. Now we're going to go back to mine some more trees. And I'm saying mining because that's an iron axe and it's shaped like a pickaxe. So, don't know very many games that use a pickaxe to chop down a tree, but hey, gotta use what you got, right? That should be enough wood. Get a couple more just in case. Alright, now on your mini map over here, you can see where I'm located. If you push the Alt key, you'll get this red tent. That is pollution. Let me go ahead and open up the map so we can see it easier. Zoom in here. Alright, you see this little red box kind of forming? It's not really a box because it's a... I don't really know what shape you'd call that. But anyway, that's your pollution levels. Now, one thing to keep in mind is if you have a lot of trees nearby and you chop them all down because you're after wood, you are allowing pollution to spread quicker across your map. Now, if you are playing with the game with the setup like I am, where you're not limiting the creatures from attacking you, they can attack you at any time if that pollution gets to their base, because they really do not like that. Who knew? Local inhabitants. They do not like pollution. So just something to keep in mind. Okay, we need stone. Alright, right here is your the stone patch, so we'll just sit here and gather up some stone. Come on. Takes a while. Something else about this game is it is completely based on automation. You do not want to continuously have to get things yourself. You want to set it up so that your factory can harvest resources and gather things for you so that you don't have to do it all the time and macro manage. So like right there, I just put down a burner mining drill, threw some wood in it so that it will now harvest stone for us so we don't have to keep continuously sit here and mine it. Now we can if we want to, but we do not have to. That's the idea behind this game. You can play it however you want to play it. Alright, so we've got our stone being made. We've got iron plates. Our next step should be copper, because we want power. But before we do copper, I'm going to go ahead and throw down another burner and furnace for our iron, because we're going to need a lot of iron. And I have already done hosed myself. Okay. Do that. Give me that. Give me 10. Give me 11. Yeah, we'll do that. Get 2 of those. Alright, so I'm going to show you a simple loop that you can build for your coal. That way you can get coal on an automated process. All you do, first of all, make sure you have the Alt key pressed so you can see the output arrows. You set up a simple loop like this. You place one going down, another going back up into the other one, just like that. Now, to get it started, all we need is one simple ore, one simple wood, or coal. Let's do coal. That'd be easier. Alright, these circles that are showing up over here, that is an indicator within the game that tells me that there is an alien base nearby. I guess if you think about it alternatively, I would be the alien because I crashed here. They're the local inhabitants, so just to kind of point that out. But anyway, there's a little base over here. If I continue going south, see if I can go see if I can't locate them for you guys so you can see what they look like. They're actually pretty cool. Very deadly, but pretty cool. So we're going to let our base do its thing for a while. Oh, they're in a massive forest. Zoom in here. Okay. Where are you guys at? Oh, you're over here somewhere. Come on. Hey! Ah! I'm stuck in the trees. Let go. Thank you. Oh, here we go. You see how it's now changing to a different color of green? And you see the red circle? There they are. Right over there. And all their wonderful glory. Uh-oh. Oops. So remember when I said they're dangerous? I really was not kidding. Alright, let's load the game. We'll load autosave. Where is it? Nope. Oh, man. It didn't save it. Alright, guys. So I'm going to stop recording real quick. I'm going to get back up to where I was just a minute ago. And we'll continue on from there. So bear with me. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, but only temporarily. I wanted to show you something interesting that just happened to me. So I clicked restart level, and I'm stuck on this little speck of dirt. Something to note, if that happens to you, just simply hit ESC on your keyboard and restart. It'll regenerate the map for you so you can get another map, which will hopefully give you what you need. So let's see if this one's got what we need. Oh yes, that works. That works. It'll work. I can make it work. But alright guys, like I said, I will be right back after I get back up to where we were. Alright. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. It takes a little bit of time to reset things back up after you die. But, luckily enough, wasn't that far ahead, so it wasn't really that bad. I'll go ahead and... Ah, crap. Right click. There we go. Because I don't want to put all of it in there. Okay, so we have our coal mining down here, stone here, and our iron up here. We also happen to have this huge copper vein right in the middle of our coal and stone, so that will help out a little bit. Grab that stone, because I need a furnace. Alright, so like I was saying before I went and investigated the aliens, it takes a lot of iron. More iron than copper to actually run the factories because most of the components that you're going to be making require iron plates. So always something to note. Always something worth noting. Alright, so now we've got two mining drills, 2 furnaces for the iron. Getting plenty of iron plates. How are we doing on stone? Stone's doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and make one more for iron and then one for our copper. And while we're at it, might want to make the coal miner a little bit bigger. The coal mine loop. Okay, let's turn you that, not there. If you place a building and you don't like where it's at, you can always just right click it and it'll deconstruct it and put it back in your hot tabs down here. And for the hot tabs, they are as follows. Far left starts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then after that, you have to, I believe, hold shift to get to the second set here. I just usually use my mouse. It's just easier for me to do that. But for those of you who like macro keys, that was more for you. Alright, so we're upgrading this setup to a 4 miner setup. Same process, just rotate them. This one feeds into this one. This one feeds into this one. This one feeds into this one. And then when you want the coal, you just hold control and then left click to pick all of it up. Oops. There we go. Now we should have enough going for iron plate. Yep. Now I need more stone. Get our copper set up going down here. Actually, I'm probably going to put the copper right here. It seems like a good spot. And as you can see, I've already got an enemy base developing over here. We're not going to have to worry about them just yet, because as you can see, my pollution's not spreading that way. That's because of all the trees that are in the way. If you look at the map, you see these little green dots? Those are all trees. Trees absorb pollution. And then, because there's no trees up over this way, and it's just a desert, the pollution will spread faster that way than it will this way. Okay, let's go ahead and get the copper set up, and I think that should do it for the starting part of this. Alright. So, now, our next step, now that we have iron going, copper, stone, and coal, our next step would be to build some kind of power supply. Now, we have 2 options to do this. We can either cut down we can get the deforestation of the year award and cut down all the trees in the area and use wood to power the boiler system for the steam engines, which will provide power. Or we can set up an automated process with transportation belts and electric miners to power to provide coal to the boiler system. And I think I will show you all that, and then the start of that step in the next video. I'm actually out of time for this one, so if you like this video, guys, please go ahead and click that like button down below. Subscribe to my channel. There's going to be plenty more content for you guys. Trust me, I'm not going to go on a vacation anytime soon, hopefully. Life does have a funny way of incorporating itself in the way. And if you have any suggestions or comments, please just leave them in the comment section. That's what it's there for. And above all, guys and gals, thank you for watching, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.